19 Legendary Treasures of the World. Throughout history, humans have searched for lost, stolen, or fabled riches. Here are 19 such treasures that have captivated the public's imagination over time. Sunken Nazi gold. According to legend, toward the end of the Second World War, the Nazis sunk some $5.6 billion in stolen gold in Austria's Lake Toplitz to safeguard it from the Allied forces. But despite countless search missions, the treasure has yet to be found. At least 5 divers have died trying to find the legendary gold in the lake's murky, debris-filled depths. Nazi gold train. Another story of treasures stolen by the Nazis is set in Poland, where legend has it that a train laden with gold, gems, and guns went missing during the Second World War. The Książ Castle in Faberge is home to underground tunnels and structures, built to hide Hitler and his cronies, where the so-called Nazi gold train is hidden. Countless treasure seekers and tourists have visited the area in hopes of finding the stash. In 2015, 2 men reported that they found the train, though it has yet to be confirmed. Stolen Amber Room. Built in the 18th century in what was then Prussia, the Amber Room, constructed out of several tons of the precious gemstone, was then shipped to St. Petersburg, Russia, as a gift to Peter the Great. It was later moved from the Winter House to the Catherine Palace, where it remained until Nazi looters stole the amber panels during World War II. The 8th wonder of the world has been missing ever since, although a replica was made in 2003. Sunken Sarcophagus of Menor. The smallest of the 3 pyramids of Giza was built for the Egyptian pharaoh Menkaure several thousand years ago. In the 1800s, English military officer Howard Vyse discovered an ornate sarcophagus in the pyramid's burial chamber. Vyse tried to transport the sarcophagus back to England by ship, but the vessel sank, taking the sarcophagus to the bottom of the sea with it. George Mallory's camera. In 1924, British mountaineers George Mallory and Andrew Irvine attempted to summit Mount Everest but never returned to tell the world whether they made it to the top or not. In 1999, Mallory's body was discovered, showing signs of a fall. Irvine's body, however, has never been recovered, and some believe Mallory's camera is with his remains. Speculation has it that the film in the camera, if viable, would solve the mystery of whether the explorers accomplished their goal. Buried treasure and the Beale ciphers. Who doesn't love a treasure hunt, especially one that involves finding riches worth $60 million? Try your hand at cracking the codes created by Thomas J. Beale to hide the gold he found in the Rocky Mountains around the time of the gold rush. Legend has it that Beale buried his treasure in Bedford County, Virginia, and then proceeded to create 3 encrypted notes as clues to the treasure's whereabouts. Some believe the gold is buried near the peaks of Otter Mountains near Bedford. Stolen Crown Jewels of Ireland. In 1907, the crown jewels of Ireland were stolen from Dublin Castle. The prized jewels had been kept in the library, with little security. And though much speculation abounds as to who might have taken them, including polar explorer Ernest Shackleton's brother, Francis, the truth remains a mystery. Stolen Manora from the Second Temple. Following a quashed Jewish revolt against Rome in 71 CE, the soon-to-be Emperor Titus led the Roman forces that destroyed the Second Temple, a significant religious site of the Jewish people. The Roman army claimed the temple's Manora among its spoils of war. This scene is depicted in the Arch of Titus located near the Roman Colosseum, but the real Manora has never been recovered. Lost Da Vinci mural. Italian Renaissance master Leonardo da Vinci, best known for the Mona Lisa, crafted a mural in 1505 that portrayed the Battle of Anghiari. Painted in Florence's Palazzo Vecchio, aka Town Hall, the mural disappeared in 1563 when the hall was repainted by Giorgio Vasari. Some argue Vasari painted over da Vinci's masterpiece, while others speculate it was never painted at all. The mystery remains unsolved. Copper Scroll treasures. In 1947, the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered in caves in the West Bank. One of the scrolls, a text engraved on a copper sheet, indicates the location of hidden treasure. The so-called Copper Scroll is housed in a museum in Jordan. It's unknown whether the treasure is real or legendary. Some speculate that, around the time the scroll was written circa 70 CE, the Roman army was pillaging Jewish treasures and the scroll may be referring to those riches. Robbery at the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum. A more modern mystery occurred in 1990 when two thieves, disguised as police officers, robbed Boston's Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, making off with 13 works of art, including 3 Rembrandts and 5 Degas, worth some $500 million. The artworks have yet to be recovered. You can watch a documentary about the heist on Netflix. Missing Faberge Easter eggs. One of the great modern mysteries is that of the missing Faberge Easter eggs. Crafted by the famous Russian jeweler Peter Karl Faberge, the Easter eggs were made with precious metals and gemstones and contained surprises hidden within. One egg was made each year for the Russian royal family and several other wealthy families. Although the exact number of Faberge Easter eggs is unknown, what is known is that several of these legendary art objects went missing and have been sought after by treasure hunters for over a century. Lost Inca Gold. The legend of El Dorado centers on the lost city of Paititi, where it's believed that the Inca hid their treasure in the jungle of modern-day Peru, far from the invading Spanish conquistadors. Others, however, believe that Lake Guatavita in Colombia is the site that inspired the legend of El Dorado. The Spaniards even tried to drain the lake on several occasions to retrieve the gold but to no avail. Lost Dutchman Mine. The aptly named Superstition Mountains in Arizona are shrouded in mystery. The area, home to ancient cliff dwellings and caves, is said to contain a gold mine that a Mexican family exploited before being killed by the Apache. Over the years, maps indicating the mine's location have been lost or disappeared, and no one seems to have been able to locate the mine, or find it again if they did stumble upon it. In the 1870s, a Dutchman, thus the nickname, named Jacob Waltz and his partner were believed to have found the mine and hidden it, while rumors surrounded the suspicious death of Waltz's partner. Many other searchers of the mine have met with disaster, further adding to the superstitions surrounding the mountains and the lost mine. Missing Knights Templar treasure. The Knights Templar, a European Christian military order active during the Middle Ages, is believed to have amassed great wealth. They eventually fell out of favor with King Philip IV of France, leading to the arrest and execution of many members. Pope Clement V ultimately dissolved the order, while King Philip and King Edward II, the King of England, are believed to have seized most of their treasure. But no one truly knows where their riches went. Sunken Spanish treasure. Vero Beach on Florida's Atlantic coastline, is nicknamed the Treasure Coast after the treasure that was lost there from a dozen sunken ships. In 1715, a Spanish fleet loaded with treasure was sailing to Spain from Cuba when it was shipwrecked by a hurricane. Some of the treasure has been found by divers over the years, but much of the bounty remains hidden below the waves. Missing Tomb of Genghis Khan. The tomb of Genghis Khan, leader of the vast Mongol Empire in the 13th century, has never been located. No one knows if it was large and elaborate like those erected for the Egyptian pharaohs or hidden away like the terracotta warriors for Emperor Qin Shi Huang of China. Some speculate the warrior was buried on a sacred peak in the Kentiai Mountains named Burkhan Khaldun, in Mongolia, but no evidence has ever surfaced to prove this theory. Missing Ark of the Covenant. The Ark of the Covenant, depicted, is a wooden, gold-covered chest thought to have been used to store the tablets that contained engravings of the Ten Commandments given to Moses by God on Mount Sinai. The Ark, believed to possess magical powers, disappeared in 587 BCE when Jerusalem was conquered by the Babylonians, yet it was never listed among their spoils of war. Many theories abound as to what happened to the Ark and where it might be, including speculation that there were multiple arks. It remains a mystery to this day. King John's Jewels. Amidst the chaotic unraveling of his power in the 13th century, King John, depicted, famously lost the crown jewels while crossing Wash, an estuary in England. While the king made it across safe and sound, his precious cargo train, including the crown jewels and other riches and relics, was swallowed up by the rising waters. The lost treasure has never been found. I sincerely appreciate your patronage and support. We kindly request that you take a moment to like and subscribe to our channel. Doing so enables us to continue creating high-quality content for you. Thank you for your continued patronage and support.